Look at this beautiful UK weather, blue skies and not a cloud in sight. How different to the weeks and weeks of rain that we've been experiencing in the UK. And it's been causing havoc on our R172 SLKs. Leaky roofs, wet interiors, wet boots, etc. My name is Wilson and welcome back to my channel. So in this short video, I shall show you all how to check all your roof drains and various drains at different locations to avoid your leaky roofs. Obviously that's not the only reason for a leaky roof. I've done a video recently, you can see that from the link above and the description below, whereby I had a leak on the top panel above the window. So check out that video, that shows you how to fix that particular roof issue. Without further ado, let's crack on. The first place to check is your passenger side carpet. So if you peel back this mat and you notice your carpet is wet or damp all the way here, then that could be a result of the blocked drain in the battery compartment under there. And I'll show you how to check that. First of all, you need to remove this drain cover, and it's held on by 3 clips. One there, and there's 2 at the back. I'll just show you. Over there. So they're rotation clips. You can do it by hand basically. So all you do is just twist it 90 degrees into that location there, as you can see, and do the same for the other 3 clips, and then that whole unit just pulls out. And there you go. So put that to the side. Within this compartment houses your battery. And if you see at the back over there, that opening, which is meant to be open, so nothing was meant to be covered apparently, that is your inlet for your interior fan, and your fan is actually in that corner there, you can see. And what happens is water gets clogged, it doesn't drain properly down the bottom, and then it overflows and then ends up in your interior for your fan, and then obviously it destroys your fan as well. And if you have a Harman Kardon amplifier behind the passenger carpet, that gets fried as well quite easily. So it's important that you check your drain at the bottom, right down the bottom down there. I'll show you if I can show you a close-up. There you go. So that's a close-up of the drain, that little black grommet down there. So what you do is grab a long screwdriver and give it a poke. There you go. It goes all the way down actually. Look, it's actually open. It goes all the way down, just to clear up all the leaves, debris that is accumulated over the years, and that will remain clear for any water that comes down here and gets drained away. So make that a routine maintenance task. Another area worth checking, although it doesn't cause any interior leaks from my experience, is this scuttle drain area. So this area here below the windscreen wiper, there's a channel here that collects water and runs all the way down, which I'll show you here. So the water will run all the way down across, and it will end up draining through this point here, down there. So there's an opening there, and if you look below this scuttle area, there's that, you can see that's the drain which collects the water and drains it out for the front wing or the fender if you're from the US, and then it ends up at the bottom of the car down there. I've never had that clogged, but it's worth checking that. You know, you can probably get to it by removing this panel and then just sort of poke under there, get rid of all the leaves, etc. But yeah, so that's something worth checking as well. Now comes the boot or the trunk if you're from the US. So what normally happens is after heavy rain, all the water accumulates at the top. You open this and half of it ends up in your boot. How many times does it happen? So I tend to clear all the water up before I open the boot as much as I can. But what's supposed to happen is when you open the boot, the water is supposed to drip down here and collect in these trays on both sides. There's one there and there's one there. And these trays have a tube connected to it, as you can see, which then goes, you know, down there and then outside your car. Just stick something flexible, you know, a thin wire or something down there. Make sure it's not sharp so you can damage it, and then make sure it's basically clear. I've not had any issues since owning this car. Mine's been, you know, clear all the time, but it's worth checking as a routine maintenance as well. Now we come to the roof. So the first thing you need to check are the drains on the corner location on both sides. So there's two holes to check. The first one is this one here. So the way to check is, what I normally do is just pour a little bit of water down there and make sure it actually drains down to the outside. This hole, if you run your finger along here, you notice as well, which is a common thing, people assume it's blocked. When you get to about here, there's a lump. Can you feel that? Well, you probably see it, you probably can't feel it. I can feel a lump there. And that lump is a kind of like a grommet, a rubber grommet that stays in that position. That is not a blockage, by the way. Don't try and push it out, because if you push it out, you've got to try and put it back in again. So that's designed that way. So that lump there is normal. So like I said, just pour some water down there, make sure it's not blocked, or put something thin wire down there to clear it out. Nothing sharp, because you don't want to damage the rubber. So you do that on both sides. Now the other hole, which is a little bit harder to see, I don't know if I can pick it up in the camera, is down in that corner there. So it might not be able to pick it up really clearly. Now that one is for the drain. That water collects on this section, on the top part of the roof. The water runs down and then drains through there. So make sure that is not blocked. Pour some water down there to check it flows away, and do that for both sides, obviously. And now comes the rear quarter window area. So in this area, if you look at the rubber, there's two holes. There's one there, as you can see, and there's one all the way at the back in that corner there. Again, same principle applies. Put some water down there, make sure it drains out. If not, try and free it up with something flexible in that hole. This hole, by the way, is just a hole. It doesn't have anything connected at the bottom. If you look at the bottom, it just drains through. So with the window up, it just drains through and then down the bottom of the car. Whereas this one has something connected, which you probably can't see, is hidden under there, and then that drains out to the exterior of the car beneath the wheels. The next drain hole is directly behind it, in this little hole here, little compartment here. And right down the corner there's a hole. You're probably hard to see, but I'll see if I can zoom in. It's right there at the bottom corner, but it's not actually on the bottom, it's actually on the side of this rubber. So if I put my little angled long nose down there, and I'll poke it, and I'll just show you where it is. There you go. So if I push it down, my long nose goes into that hole. So it's on the side bit. Very difficult to see because it's so dark down there, but just make sure that's clear. The other drain location, which you can't see unless you open the roof in this position, but for health and safety, do not put your finger in there without propping your roof with a broomstick or something to stop it from falling down, because it will come down after like 5 to 8 minutes. But I'll just show you where it is. So this rubber has a hole where water drains all the way down there, and then exits via this hole that I showed you earlier, right there in that corner. So you can test it by pouring some water down there, catch it with a can down here, and make sure that's clear. If it's not clear, put a rod down there to clear it, and do that for both sides. And lastly, your fuel filler cap. So you probably won't notice this, but there's a drain hole right at the bottom there. So again, pour some water down there, make sure that's clear. Otherwise it will just overflow and come out of your car from the front. I hope you all enjoyed this short DIY tutorial. Please give me a like and consider subscribing. It's free to do so. In that way you'll be notified of future similar DIY or tutorials of this nature. See you again all soon. Bye bye.